Welcome to Texty Tutorials. In this tutorial, we are going to look at some craziness of JavaScript when you try to convert one data type to another. Since JavaScript is a very flexible language, when you try to convert one data type to another, instead of giving error in certain cases, it will do the job for you, and you might get some unexpected results. And a lot of times you can use some of those weirdness of JavaScript to your own advantage. And also, if you go for a JavaScript interview, you might get one of those crazy questions. Even though you know JavaScript very well, you may not be able to answer that. So going through this tutorial would definitely help. All right, so let's start with a simple example. Let's say if you have a variable, let x2 plus 2. Where first 2 is a number and a second 2 is a string. If I console log it, what do you think this would console log? Just think about it. Don't look for any help. Just try to guess the answer. All right, the answer is 22. So why does it give you 22? When you try to add a number and a string, JavaScript first thinks, what is easy to convert? If I convert from any number to a string, it's very easy. 100 to 100 string, easy. But if I want to convert hello to a number, very hard. So JavaScript always takes an easy path, which means if I gave you a number and a string, it would convert number into a string and then concat them. So that's why you're seeing this result. However, what if I did this? 2 plus 2 plus 2, where the last 2 is a string. What do you think we are going to get here? Okay, so the answer is 42. Now, why didn't it just convert all the 2's to string? Well, the way it works is it will go from left to right. And what it would do is it would take this first 2 number. They are both numbers. So it will add as number and you would get 4. Then it would try to add 4 plus this 2, which is a string. And because 2 is a string, it would convert 4 to a string, so then you get string 4 and string 2, and it would concat it, make it 42. All right, I'm going to give you a little bit crazier example. 2 plus, what do you think I would get here? Okay, so the answer is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. If I run it, I would get 3. Again, the same concept. If I want to convert Boolean to a number, it's very easy. True means 1, false means 0, and there's only 2 values. It's easy to convert to a number. But if I gave you a number 5 and ask you to convert into Boolean, very hard. So it always takes an easy path. And that's why it will, if I gave you a Boolean and a number, it will always convert Boolean to a number. Okay, let's make it a little bit complex. Now what do I get? Now I have a 2, a number, a Boolean, and a string. Well, the answer is, as you guessed or not, 32. Because the first 2, you have a number and a Boolean, so we'll do the same thing what it did in last example. It's 3, and then 3 plus 2, it would convert 3 to a string and concat them, you get 32. So first we looked at number and a string. Now we looked at Boolean and a number. Now look at Boolean and a string. So if I did this, true plus 2, I would get, as you probably guessed it right, true 2. Because again, it's easier to convert Boolean to string than string to Boolean. That's why it's doing it. So convert true to true string and then concat both string, I'll get true too. Now what about explicit conversion? Here it's trying to do it for you, but what if you force it to do something that is very hard? So for example, first of all, if I want to convert string to a number, I can use this function, number, and then pass the, so let's say if I run this, it would convert string to a number too. What if I entered hello and try to convert into a number? What do you think I would get? Well, the answer is not a number. Because it's not a number, it won't convert it. And it would give you this NaN, not a number. What is the type of NaN? So let's say if I just do type of X, what do you think I would get here? If I run it, it's a number. So type of NaN is a number, Boolean. So if I convert 1 to Boolean, it's very easy. It would do true. 1 is true, 0 is false. But what if I enter 5? What do you think I would get? Well, the answer is true. So the only value that it would give false is 0. For everything else, it would give you true. So all the non-zero values are true. So if I put 0 here, I would get false. But 10,000 is true. Same thing, if I want to convert string to a Boolean. Let's say if I have hello to a Boolean. Now here, what do you think it would get? If I run it, it would get true. If I try to convert string to a Boolean, if it's an empty string, then it would give you false. But for all other strings, it would give you true. So if I put an empty string and run it, I would get false. So that's the only time you would get false, empty string. Also, if I put undefined, which is also a type in JavaScript, I would get false. Null, it would get false. So null, undefined, empty string, and 0 gets false. Everything else gets true. Even if I have a string called false, this would give you true because it's not an empty string. Alright, so I can use this information to my advantage. Let's say if I have some string and I already know it's a string, but it could be undefined as well. So I want to check 3 things. If it's not undefined and it's not empty string, all I have to do is this, fx. This would basically examine if this is not undefined and not empty string. So it will go into this if it's a string with length more than 0. Same thing with a number. It will check if it's not undefined, null, or 0. So instead of doing this, if x not equal to, let's say, undefined, or x not equal to, or x not equal to 0. Instead of doing all 3 conditions, you can simply say if x, and this should do the job. So you can really use this type conversion to your advantage. But be careful, you might get some unexpected result if you miss something. Now if your value is not a primitive type, which means it's an object, it could be an array, in that case you don't want to do this. If I try something like this, let's say try for empty array, you might think that this would give you false because it's empty, just like empty string, this would give you true because objects are always true. If I try to convert object to Boolean, they're always true. So don't try to do that. Instead, use something else, array length or something to figure out if it's an empty array or not. So that's all, folks, for type conversion in JavaScript. I hope you learned something from this tutorial, and if you did, please like, subscribe, and provide a constructive comment. Thank you.